This is creation, people. This is what it's all about. Create it. Believe it. Imagine it. And it will be so. We have already now to entertain questions here. One who serves and Ashira is standing by. Would there be questions now? And if there are no questions locally, we'll go ahead with those on Blog Talk Radio. Question: we all have been following the processes of Nasara, the processes of the prosperity programs, and the process of the dinar. Zora has said it should be RV'd in October, and October is not over yet. I think the warriors are weary and we hang on every word when we hear spirit speak. So just an update for the November energies concerning any one of these particular things we're all following. One who serves. Yes. It is very interesting synchronicity-wise that this is the very topic that was spoken of in this discussion group here earlier before coming on to this radio broadcast. So it is certainly on many minds, thoughts across the planet here about this very issue, about the changes. It is not only the financial changes, it is many different kinds of changes. But since you have spoken about the financial changes specifically and Nasara and all of this is all, yes, it is a process. Yes, we must continue to use that terminology because that is exactly what it is. These things are in the works now behind the scenes. And you've been hearing this, we know, again and again. It is happening behind the scenes. Many things are happening. But they are. And there are going to be many instances of your various ones that are in leadership now that have moved more and more into the light. You may not be aware of this yet because several of them are playing a dual role here and they're not revealing themselves quite yet. We will not give names or anything of this nature, just as we cannot give dates. The idea of dates went out with the December 21st, 2012 issue, and we're not going to utilize that anymore. But you must understand that it is all about vibration and frequency, and these frequencies and vibrations are increasing and increasing. And many of you, many in the terms of millions and even billions now, are moving into these higher vibrations. You are in the ascension process here. And as you do so, the financial system as you know it now will cease to exist. It cannot continue as it is. The system that is in the works now continues to feed the cabal, and that cannot be. So the process is happening now where those that are going to be taking control are moving this system into place. And it is very shortly now where it will begin to be announced, it will be revealed. All of the truths as Sananda spoke of here and Lady Nada, all of these things are coming. So if you have these various denominations, you've been told previously to purchase them and you still have them, what would it hurt to hold on to them? Now there was discussion earlier about the idea of attachment. And yes, if you are attached to this, if you are attached to if this does not happen my life is over, then yes, you are going to have difficulties with this and it would be better to let go of it completely. But, if you can hold on to these various monies, these currencies, and let them be. Just let them be whatever they are going to be and not focus on them, not put any energy on them whatsoever other than positive energy, positive frequency. This is what is needed here. Allow for it. Go with the flow here and you will experience the changes as you need to and as they are ready to be revealed to you. Anything you wish to add here, Ashira? Ashira. Oh no. I heartily agree. A wonderful job with this answer. Question: I really don't know how to put this question together, but I'm feeling a lot more light and love when I'm around other people and they can tell and mention the change in me, but I also feel a lot more anger and rage and garbage coming up and I'm having a harder time than ever. I guess what I'm asking is this what I should expect? Light coming in, garbage going out? I'm just not quite sure how to handle the anger and what I'm supposed to do with it and not just experience it and feel it. Do you have any suggestions? One who serves. Yes, Ashira, we know that you are wishing to move forward on this one. Ashira. I am. Thank you so much. What you are experiencing, if you were here weekly with this group, you would hear this from everyone here. This is part of the process of moving through your old attachments, your old experiences. The good that is there, hold on to that. And when things cause you to remember something, feel something, experience something, be with it. Be with it until you can let it go without judgment, without attachment. Some of the anger, some of the hatred that you talk about is being in touch with your brothers and sisters across the world. You are processing some of these for others. Part of the light worker's work at this time is to continue to be a funnel and funnel those things up through your awareness to clear from the mass consciousness. You are doing a wonderful job of being hard on yourself. Of fully this will give you something else to think about, something else to know, and allow this process just to happen. And as you move along with the planet, you will begin to see that light, that love, that glory more and more every day. Does that help? Yes, thank you so much. And very good, I'm sure that helped many. Thank you for offering that question. In a recent message called The Arrival by El Melchizedek, he said that as you enter the photonic center, we will then commence forth with the next step to bring prosperity. How long does it take us to go through this photon belt, and when will we be close to reaching the center? One who serves. We can tell you this. We are not going to get in terms of dates here because they change as a result of mankind consciousness. Yes, you can even change the rotation of your planet and the movement of the planet and all of these types of things. So it is not so much when is it going to, when are you going to come through the belt here, but it is as you are moving through it, it is what is going to happen as you are going through it. This is what is most important here, that these changes that are coming in are already here, are as a result of all of the things that are going on not only here on the planet but in the solar system and in the galaxy. All that is changing here on the planet is also happening out there in the galaxy itself. So you are not the only ones that are going through this transition, but you yourselves are affecting this transition in the entire galaxy. This is what you have come to understand, how important that you really are. Each individual one of you are important. You are not just one little grain of sand on the beaches of time. Yes, in another sense you are. We know this is a somewhat of a disconcerting here because you are what you are. You are an experience of all that you have been up until this point. And you, together with all that you have been experiencing with, are creating this entire process that is happening here. It is very difficult to give concepts of higher vibration or higher dimensional understandings when you are still somewhat in the lower vibrations. Many of you though have moved out of these lower vibrations and are moving into the higher ones, so therefore these types of understandings are coming through more and more. And your science and all of these things are coming to these as well. And it is beginning to be revealed to the public. And more these things will come out and be revealed, such as your NASA saying that there is life out there. They're beginning to say this as if you did not already know it. But it is important for the ones that are in the leadership roles to begin to state these things, and this is what is happening here. Do you wish to add here, Ashira? Ashira. I don't think so, thank you. One who serves. Did this answer your question? Well, not really, no. One who serves. In a roundabout way, we know. I guess the biggest question I have is, I've read that we have already entered into the photon belt, and is this something that we will be going through for a couple months or a couple years, or you know? I'm just curious about going through it. One who serves. Yes. It is a long time, let's put it that way. It's not something that can be at this point quantified yet. Question, actually I just suddenly remembered, basically I was more interested in energy. I'm having problems with blockages in my body, but I don't think this is the call for it, is it? One who serves. Ashira, would you wish to address that? Ashira. As we view your body, the energy blockages that you feel are part of what this process is about. The energies have increased upon the planet as you continue to move the planet through the solar system. But we would share with you is find someone who is an energy healer, maybe a massage therapist who could work with you and help you in the movement. It is not so much that you are blocked, it is that your body is experiencing these at a very deep level. This one here, Susan, has had many challenges with the energy and working with it as it comes into her body. But what we would suggest to you, Seek out someone who is a massage therapist, energy worker. Have them work with you as you become more and more open to experiencing these things. As Lady Nada shared, you may be moved to eat more, eat less, drink more, drink less. Listen to the guidance that you have, for it is wonderful and will get you through this process. It is not for sissies. We shared that with this group. This is not an activation that is easy on one's body, and the ascension symptoms that happen to many, many people along the process and continue to happen. And as the energy has increased throughout the month of October, more symptoms have taken place. And so all of you who have had headaches, have had dizziness, have had throat problems, have had back problems, have had stomach problems. All of these are areas that are being affected by the energies coming in. So we would wish you at the very best. Wake up each day with gratitude for having the opportunity to experience this. Do the work you need to do. You know what this is. And be accepting and open to those of us on this side. We are there to guide you and help you through. Does that help you, ma'am? Yes, thank you very much. Indeed it does. Well, God bless you. Question: beloved one who serves, are there any presidential candidates of the cabal that have now come back to the light? One who serves. Very interesting question here. And the only way that we can answer this is in terms of probabilities. We cannot look into our crystal ball and tell you who is going to be the president or anything of this nature. We could, but that would so spoil the surprise, because it is not what you are thinking it might be. Now directly to your question though, have those of the various candidates moved into the light? Yes, some of them have, and some of them are teetering. They are moving back and forth between the light and the dark, or better yet between the old ways that they understood before and the new awakening process that they are going through. So there are many things that are creating the various things that are going on, these changes that are happening. And all of these various ones that are in the running, you might say, are not necessarily the ones that are going to find themselves in a role of being the leader of this country. That is all we can say about that at this point. It is not quite what you are expecting, because if it were, it would be the same old, would it not? Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, that really helped. And yes, I like that, no more same old. Question: it was mentioned in a recent Lightworker message that the Galactics have chosen to initiate the announcement and introduce themselves rather than wait on any world leader. I just want to get confirmation that that is true. One who serves. Yes, certainly. That was what Sananda spoke about earlier here. More technical difficulties. Connection dropped. And we're getting a lot of interference, aren't we? Oh my, it just shows you how valuable this call is. Boy, we've never had anything like this before. Well, it looks like we're making an impression on somebody that this is happening. Question: I'm just wondering if I'm going to be personally seeing any improvements in my life anytime soon. I'm kind of filled with regret because I didn't get down to help my friend and he died. I feel very regretful about that. I feel like kind of a monster because I didn't make that a priority. Ashira. I will take this. This is Ashira. We will share with you that this is in part grief. Grief is very deep and it is very moving for everyone who goes through it. It is this time. It was his time to leave so he can help you move through the work that you are doing. You are not a monster, you are you, a dear one. Love yourself. Move into areas where you can share your love with others. Allow that to flow through so you can be overfilled yourself. This is the time for you to realize that there is no separation, there truly is no death, and although this one is not in this 3D world to share with you, this was his doing, not yours. Does that make sense to you, dear one? Yes. Yes. Alright. Go watch a good movie. Bless you. Question: after everyone has seen the ships, Len, when do you think we will meet our twin flames? One who serves. Very interesting. Many have wondered about these types of things, and the answer is always the same: when it is time. And when the frequency is right. So it is not so much that when the ships are revealed in the skies and the landings begin and all of this,